The two words that make you unforgettable, female psychology. He didn't say anything extraordinary. He didn't compliment her looks, talk about money, or try to impress her with status. He simply said a few simple words, and something changed. She leaned in slightly. Her guard came down. By the end of the conversation, she found herself thinking about him long after he was gone. It wasn't because he used a clever trick or some secret technique. It was because he understood something most people completely miss. Today we're exploring a fascinating aspect of female psychology. More specifically, why some men seem to attract attention effortlessly while others try much harder and still struggle to create meaningful connections. This isn't about manipulation, pickup lines, or mind games. It's about understanding certain qualities that naturally encourage trust, comfort, and genuine interest. Consider Marcus, a 52-year-old man. He wasn't rich, didn't drive an expensive car, and certainly didn't look like a fitness model. He had a few gray hairs, a few wrinkles around his eyes, and a calm presence that somehow made people feel comfortable around him. One day, his younger colleague Daniel asked him a simple question. "Marcus, how do you do it? People seem naturally drawn to you. What's your secret?" Marcus smiled, took a sip of his coffee, and answered with a short sentence. "I stopped performing, and I started noticing." At the time, Daniel didn't fully understand what Marcus meant. Years later, after countless conversations, failed relationships, and situations where he spent more time trying to impress people than truly connecting with them, he finally understood the wisdom behind those words. To understand why this matters, we first need to understand something important about human connection. People are highly sensitive to authenticity. They notice tone, body language, facial expressions, and emotional consistency, often without realizing it. Someone can say all the right things and still leave an uncomfortable impression if their words don't match who they really are. This is why a person can meet someone who says very little but still leaves a powerful impression. The difference often comes down to emotional congruence, the alignment between what someone says and who they genuinely are. When people are constantly trying to manage impressions or perform for approval, others can often sense it. On the other hand, individuals who are comfortable with themselves create a feeling of ease and trust. One of the most powerful words a person can use in conversation is interesting. Not as a casual response, but as genuine curiosity. When someone shares an idea, an experience, or an opinion, most people either rush to agree or quickly shift the focus back to themselves. However, a confident and grounded person pauses, listens carefully, and responds with sincere interest. When you tell someone that their perspective is interesting and genuinely want to know more, you communicate several things at once. You show that you are open-minded, confident enough to consider different viewpoints, and fully present in the conversation. Most importantly, you make the other person feel seen and understood. People naturally enjoy being around those who make them feel heard. Genuine curiosity creates stronger connections than trying to impress others. Instead of competing for attention, it creates space for meaningful conversation and mutual understanding. The second important quality is safety. Safety doesn't mean being boring or passive. It means creating an environment where another person feels comfortable being themselves. People open up when they feel respected, understood, and free from judgment. When someone feels safe around you, they don't have to worry about being criticized or evaluated. They can speak honestly, share their thoughts, and express themselves naturally. This kind of emotional comfort forms the foundation of strong and lasting relationships. When curiosity and safety come together, something powerful happens. People feel both understood and accepted. They feel valued without pressure and appreciated without conditions. Those feelings create a level of connection that many people rarely experience. The individuals who naturally attract others are often not the ones trying the hardest. They are usually the ones who are present, relaxed, genuinely interested in others, and comfortable with who they are. Their focus is not on gaining approval but on creating meaningful interactions. True connection is rarely about saying the perfect thing. It's about making people feel understood, respected, and comfortable. That is why presence, curiosity, and emotional stability often leave a much stronger impression than any clever line or rehearsed conversation ever could.